A visitor. How refreshing.
Am I in the underworld?
Rather than answer such an elementary question, I'll just give you a moment to recount where you really are.
Dreaming, and replenishing energy reserves in the residence of humans Mark and Tyler.
State the painfully obvious. Yes, and do you know who I am?
Behemoth? But Behemoth has long been perished. You are not what haunts the underworld now.
Yes, I am dead. But I was dead before you came to heaven. Why? Do you remember me? How do you know what I look like?
A mere shadow of my imagination, no doubt. A bad dream, manifesting in descriptions I've read and heard about.
Description? Do tell who described me to you then, and how they did so.
Bethor once said that when she fought you, you possessed an aura of pain and death wherever you walked. The epitome of a ruler of the underworld down to the finest details.
Is that all the whore told you?
How dare you speak of her in such a disgraceful manner, you low-bred wench!
Do you really wish to continue your sentence? My manner is not disgraceful. In fact, what I say is the most accurate form of truth. Ah, Bethor. Sometimes I yearn for her flesh.
Of course you do, you cannibalistic parasite. Preying on angels, ripping them apart as if they were animals for your entertainment.
Oh, I guess you may put it that way. Although your accuracy is rather off in interpreting my sly little yearning.
Even as an opponent, she never spoke highly of you. Would not dare to acknowledge any strategic skills involved in the atrocities you committed.
Perhaps because she didn't wish to acknowledge her own little failures. So what's your explanation for my existence in this dream state? Although, as you already know, in real life, I'm not exactly in one piece, per se.
If you hear enough about someone, they manifest in your thoughts and seem to be real. However, they are far from even tangible outside the realm of dreams. Nothing less than a personification of my fears, my doubts, and my failures.
And of course, there are figures of legends that personify your victories, your pride, and happiness. Am I not correct?
You speak as though legends aren't real in our world.
A legend like Saroth, I presume.
Saroth deserves recognition. I've asked every question I could regarding him. He was looked up to, a mentor, a leader, the best fighter, and Haven's last architect. The cornerstone that united Angelkind in the Battle of the 13th Gate.
Since I was the one who contributed to his downfall, that is why you view me in such an unfavorable light.
You were Behemoth, leader of the underworld at the height of its power. However, with heavy emphasis on the were. I do not fear you, for there is nothing left to fear.
If I am not real, then why are you so tense? So scared?
I refuse to believe that I am.
Then explain to me why you shake like a little kitten. Why your breathing is heavy. Why your heart races. If that's not fear, then I'm afraid I'll have to turn down your offer before you bring it to the table.
Fine. I shall admit that it is a hint of fear. Only a hint. Tales in Haven are alive to this day. Recounts of your military ambition. How you'd strike down angels without a second thought. Night terrors would logically occur from the onset of tales meant to scare fledglings. And what do you mean by offer?
Disregard that last sentence. My offer may come about in later times. However, now, you have nothing particularly notable that piques my interest. As a personified dream, I only know as much as you do. However, I withhold knowledge. No respectable demon would do otherwise, real or not. Even if we're in your head, you'd be surprised as to how many secrets are hidden from you in there. I just wish someone bothered taking a look. What a shame. They just find a treasure trove of lies and deceit. if they could get their hands on the right keys. I'm sure my protege has killed for this. Would kill more for the access to this knowledge. What more would you expect from a creature so intelligent, scheming, and malevolent? Built up quite the understanding in such a short time, outstanding level of ambition, and so much rage, in such superior breeding.
Why bring Vajak into this conversation?
Because both of us know that you fear my former student plans to attack your world.
You're in my head. There's no guarantee that Vajak was even your student's name, nor if they weren't killed in battle, or if they even managed to regain control after the devastation that historic battle bestowed upon both our kind. We both know quite well that there's no guarantee that ranks move as fluidly as intended.
And yet you do not check because you're too scared to look! Caged in your penthouse suite of a heaven.
Do not dare speak badly of my home. My loyalty lies with them.
Exactly. Your loyalty lies.
Huh?
You think they only ever tell you the truth? In some regard, I'd say they're no better than my kind.
Forsake such thoughts. I refuse to be cast down to your level.
You know, I've kept myself composed through a handful of your pathetic little snaps already. However, now, I think it's time I confront you with some nightmare fuel as a rather kind punishment. I'm sure you'll agree.
Demetrius? How could you? No, please! No!